Hi, I'm doing my video blog today about underage drinking and parents who encourage it. And the reason why I chose this as my topic for my video blog today um, is because a lot of my friends come to me when they have a problem, or they come to me when they need advice or they need help or whatever. I have no problem with that, whatever. Um, I had a friend of mine email me yesterday about her husband and her stepdaughter. Now, the background of this is my friend, my friend Danielle. I can say that, but my friend Danielle married a man 2 years ago who had a daughter who was 14 at the time, and his daughter lived with his ex-wife. Um, she was horrible. She was getting kicked out of school. She'd been kicked out of like 3 different schools because of her grades and her behavior and whatever. Well, she's 16 now, and over the summer, she told her mother she didn't want to live with her anymore. They had a huge falling out. They don't speak to each other. So Danielle's stepdaughter came to live with her and her husband. And Danielle is such a wonderful, amazing mother. She works hard with her stepdaughter. She's worked with her every single day of this summer. They got her report card recently, and instead of failing every single class, she got all A's and B's. She has no behavior problems whatsoever. Like it's like a complete 180 from what it used to be. And I think all of it has to do with Danielle and her just being an amazing parent and like really, really sticking with it and really working with her. So anyway, Danielle's idea was, hey, Mallory has all A's and B's now, so why don't we have a little get together? Let's take her out to dinner. Let's buy her, some nice jewelry. Let's, do something nice for her as like a congratulations. We're very proud of you. Please, for the love of God, keep it up. So that's what she had planned that she was going to do. Danielle's husband, however, came home with a 6-pack of beer and gave it to his 16-year-old daughter as a congratulations present. I'm I'm pretty speechless at that. I am. I'm not really. I don't even know what to say other than what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you go buy your 16-year-old daughter a 6-pack of beer as a congratulations present? Like, and when I say her personality and everything, her behavior has completely filtered around, I mean it. She used to drink. She used to be into drugs. She does not do that anymore. She doesn't drink. She doesn't do drugs. She doesn't smoke. Like, she's honest to God, like a great kid. She's really, really working at it. And then her dad buys her a 6-pack. After all the progress she has made getting sober and getting clean, he buys her a 6-pack. Okay, number one, I'm a parent myself. My oldest is 9. I don't really have to worry about that for a while. I hope not, anyway. But, I mean, even I know that when you can discipline your kids all you want. You try to teach them morals, you try to give them boundaries. You set up rules, you set up these walls for your kids, and you just hope to God that when they go out on their own, that they remember some of the things that you tried to teach them and they carry that with them. But I know that no matter what you say to your kids, no matter the things you try to teach your kids, it doesn't always stick. If your kids are out with a friend and their friend has alcohol, yeah, your kid's gonna drink it if he wants to. He's not gonna be like, oh, this is what my mom told me like 10 years ago, so I'm not gonna do it. That's not. I didn't. My parents tried to give me that. The same thing I do with my kids. My parents did the same exact thing with me. It didn't matter to me at all. I would drink. I never did drugs, thank God, but I did drink. And I think all kids do. Some kids don't, but whatever. Like, I think it's just it's I don't want to say it's something that all kids do, because some kids don't But the temptation is out there, and some kids will say no, most kids won't. And that's just a fact of life that all parents have to deal with. But the fact that Mallory had an alcohol problem, she had a drinking problem, she had a drug problem, she's gotten over it. And she's trying to continue her path to sobriety, and her dad buys her a six-pack. What parent buys their child a six-pack of beer? Their 16-year-old child buys them a six-pack of beer as a congratulations present. That doesn't even make sense to me. I think Danielle had it right. I think she had it absolutely perfect. Yes, take her out to dinner, buy her like a cute necklace, do something. You know, make it like a little intimate family thing. Just tell her you're proud of her. You know, whatever. That's fine. But buying your 16-year-old daughter a six-pack, what the hell was he thinking? That's not even good parenting. That's like, seriously? You're going to buy your 16-year-old a six-pack as a congratulations present? You're probably a really shitty parent. And you know, it wasn't even so much that he bought her the six-pack. It's the fact that she has been trying to get sober. She's been trying to continue to be sober for, oh God, I don't know, she's going on like 4 or 5 months now. And she's been sober this entire time. And not only did her dad buy her a six-pack, he made her drink it. From what I understand, she told her dad she didn't want it and she wasn't going to drink it. He made her sit in the living room and drink a six-pack of beer with him. He made his 16-year-old daughter sit in the living room and drink a six-pack of beer with him. His 16-year-old daughter that has been sober for 4 or 5 months now and is trying to continue to be sober. He made her sit down and drink with him. That's just, seriously, that's just really shitty parenting right there. I don't even know what to say to her. I told her she did, you know, it was nothing she did. She didn't say anything wrong. She's, you know, really sticking to her guns and being like, you cannot do this. And if he's gonna continue to try to raise his daughter like that, it's not gonna work. The entire marriage isn't gonna work. That goes against everything Danielle believes in, number one. And she has 2 younger children with him. She's worried about what he does when she's not there. She's worried about what he's going to do with her 2 younger kids and how he's going to reward them when they get older. Like, she's really, really worried about it. I don't even know what to say to her other than, your husband's a shitty parent. Don't have any more kids with him, please. I don't know. Drinking when you're in high school, it's like every kid gets the opportunity to drink when they're in high school. And you know, if you're a parent, you have kids, and whatever, if you're at a restaurant, your kid wants a beer and you're there and you think it's okay, fine. Buy your kid a beer. You know, sit in the living room with your kid and drink a beer or 2 with them on a Friday night. I don't care. That's fine. Whatever. But if your child is because really it's all up to the parent. You know, whatever the parents' beliefs are, whatever their rules are, I don't care. That's whatever, to each his own. But if your child has been struggling to get sober and make a new life for herself, the last thing you want to do is reward good behavior with alcohol. That's exactly what he did. And why he made her sit in the living room and drink with him is beyond me. And I mean, I can understand kind of how he might be like, oh, I want her to like me. I'm trying to build a relationship with my daughter. I don't know what else to do. I want her to like me. So he's doing what he thinks that she would want to do. Fine, I understand that. But when you do that, you're not being a parent. If you want to be your kid's friend, fine, be their friend, but you need to be their parent first. And oh my God, I'm really frustrated about it. Like, I don't even know what to say to her. I kind of just want to not say anything to her at all. I kind of just want to talk to her husband and be like, what the fuck are you thinking? Why are you giving your child alcohol? Like, be a parent. Like, fine, be your kid's friend, you know, but don't overdo it. You have to be their parent first. Parent them first, then step up and be their friend. Like, you have to do your job. When you have kids, your first and foremost job is to be their parent. That's what you need to focus on when you're faced with things like disciplining your kids and you know, when you're supporting your kids, when you're disciplining your kids, when you're I don't even know. You just you need to be a parent first. And I don't even think you should even try to be your kid's friend. Like, I think it's great that parents are close with their kids. I never had that. I was always super, super jealous of the girls in my class who were best friends with their moms. I was always super jealous because I never had that. I was scared shitless of my parents. Always. I couldn't say anything to my parents. I couldn't talk to them. I couldn't say anything to them. Like, I was honest to God, like, scared shitless of my parents. I don't want my kids to be like that, but I don't want to buy my kids alcohol. Like, if his daughter was not trying to get sober, if she didn't even have a drinking problem, and he bought her a 6-pack of beer on a Friday night, and was like, hey, invite 1 or 2 friends over. Here's a 6-pack for you. You can have it. Whatever. That's fine. Like, okay, I don't really think that's fine, but if you think it's appropriate to do that, and if you trust your daughter, you trust her friends, she's old enough in your eyes. And honestly, I think 16 is plenty old enough if you're gonna, let your child drink in the house. I just don't think that you should be letting your child drink in the house every single night. And getting in like the vodka and whatever. I think everything in moderation, especially when it comes to your kids. And I just don't think it's very responsible for him to buy a 6-pack for a 16-year-old daughter who's trying to get sober just as a congratulations present. There are a million other things that he can do for that, to throw her a congratulations, I'm really proud of you thing. I don't think alcohol is the way to go.